Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Welcome back for another video. I took a week hiatus, went on a vacation to Tennessee. Check out my last video if you guys missed that. Also some other stuff that happened with my channel, but we are back on track. Daily videos every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so stay tuned for that. And also make sure to smash that thumbs up button, hit that like button to continue supporting channels like this. I am so grateful for you guys. We reached 17,000 subscribers the other day, and we're going to keep growing every single day. Today, we are talking about if silver stacking is hard or not. You definitely can make it a lot harder than it really is, but it is not rocket science. It can be if you make it, though. So today, we're going to be talking about what can be hard about silver stacking, how you can keep it simple and make it easy for yourself along the stacking journey, finding out which strategy works best for you. It took me about a year to really figure out what worked for me to get a really nice just flow going on what coins I like to buy, what time of the year I buy them, where I buy them from, and all that. It's really confusing in the beginning because there's so many things. It's not complicated, but there is a lot of options out there. Fortunately, at least that is good though, because especially since different people like certain types of silver. There's poured silver, there's constitutional silver, there's bars, there's coins, there's numismatics, there's bullion. There's so many different alleyways you can choose, and a lot of people don't really know which way they want to go yet. So I always recommend buying what you like. You can never go wrong that way. But also try to figure out, buy a little bit of all the different types of silver you like, and then figure out what coins you like, and then, you can kind of start that way. Definitely building a foundation from bullion is the smartest way to go at first. Definitely figure out, try to get as much silver as you possibly can for as cheap as possible, then you can venture out. But I'm going to be going over some things that were hard for me in the beginning, trying to help you. Patience is definitely key. Fear of the market panic, buying, overspending hurt me at first. Always thinking silver's going to shoot up to $100 next week, so I have to buy as much right now. But that once you start stacking for a while, you realize that the markets are not going to explode overnight. It's more, especially with precious metals, it's more of a gradual type of investment in a gradual market. So you don't really have to worry about that. You can buy 5 ounces a month if that's your budget and go off that rate. You don't have to buy 100 ounces a month. Just because you see other people doing that doesn't mean you have to as well. It's people have different financial situations that that might be able to afford something that you can't right now, but that doesn't mean that they're better off. It just means it might take you a little longer. But silver is not going anywhere. The prices aren't going to be exploding, so you can still stack just as much as that person. Um, now I do have better insight and know when to spend, also how to spend. Deals are important. I sign up for the Provident Metals newsletters, the AdMex newsletters, keeping up to date with what coins are going to be coming out soon. Usually, if you can get the coins right when they come out, you can get them for more cheap. Knowing what time of the year to buy is when the best deals are. Waiting to buy certain coins by knowing what dealers will most likely have the discounts and sales for them. That's really important. I know around Black Friday deal, Black Friday, Christmas time. That's usually when I buy my pandas because I know that the next year of the pandas come out around that time, and especially like on places like Modern Coin Mart, you can get some really really good deals. So instead of buying them during the next year, the following year, paying several dollars over spot price or paying high premiums, I can get them for very cheap, especially if I buy in bulk. So, that's my little strategy I've learned. At first, I didn't do that. So I was paying a lot more for my pandas, but that's a prime example of, once you get going or once you hear advice like this, you can take advantage of these things. Strategize your plan, make a percentage chart and stick to it. Write down what types of coins you want. Maybe like you want to stack like 50 ounces of Eagles, and then you want to get like 5 numismatic coins, maybe some poured bars, and then just check it off as you go, or take an inventory of your stack and see what you're lacking, or a part of your stack that you want to build up more, and then focus on that. You can definitely keep it simple, but still have a diverse collection of coins without making it too complicated for yourself. You know, I have seen channels over, overcomplicate things, doing insane math, seeing, down to the penny their dollar per cost average, how they can, lower their dollar per cost average, what they paid for each coin, what day of the year, what time of the night. That's personally too much for me. I try to just I try to just portion out my stack to what I want it to be. If it's a little off, I'm not going to go crazy over it. That's more OCD. If that's what works for you, then good for you. But I don't really like to overcomplicate it for myself. It stresses me out. I get really overwhelmed, and I just try to keep it really simple, down to the point, because then it's not fun at that point. Silver stacking is supposed to be fun, buying what you like, buying certain coins, get that thrill of receiving them in the mail and unboxing them, especially on camera for other people to see, and talking about, what I like about them, or collecting coins that I've always wanted that, I never had the chance to stack. That's what it's about. But if you're really trying to make it like more of an investment, more for the money, then it takes the fun out of it. So try to just buy what you like and make it just a hobby, a fun game. It is still all money. It still all has intrinsic value no matter what. So even if you are buying coins that might not be up to standard, or maybe a part of your stack that you're lacking or something, you still have silver, and that silver is you still have more silver than 99% of the world, even if you have 1 ounce. Silver is very, it's not rare, but a lot of people rather put their money in stocks and things like that. So if you have a precious metal with intrinsic value that's used for thousands of years, with real value that definitely has a lot of potential in the future, you're doing good. And so don't be so hard on yourself. Try to make it as easy as possible, or as convenient for yourself as possible. Some people do have different financial situations other than you, so take that into consideration. I used to watch unboxing channels, unbox thousands of dollars of silver every other day, and that really bummed me out, because at first I could not afford that. Still to this day, I really can't afford that. And I used to think that that's what I needed to do, but really that's not what it's about. Those channels can't afford, just because you can buy something doesn't mean you can afford it. If that's what they can afford, then good for them. I personally right now, I'm just buying 10 to 20 ounces a month. I could buy more than that, but I can't afford that right now, because I'm trying to save money for other areas of my life and build my fiat currency back up as well. So, take that into consideration. Everyone has different buying time frames, different selling time frames, live in different parts of the world, have different opportunities to, maybe they live closer to local coin shops, and they can sell their silver more easily or more conveniently than other people that will have to sell online to eBay or AppMex or wherever. So just think about that. Just stick to what works for you. Try to build out a plan, and over time it'll naturally come. Just like with anything, at first when you're learning something, it is really overwhelming, but over time it becomes second nature to you, and you will know what coins to buy, when to buy, where to buy, how to sell. It will come as easy as ever, and you will definitely get down a strategy that works. So just try to keep that in mind. Have faith that you'll figure it out someday. Don't try to figure it out overnight, because nothing ever is able to be figured out overnight, especially when it comes to anything that takes time to get good at, or takes time to learn or educate yourself on or grow knowledge with. So when it comes to me, I'm just trying to focus on, building a core stack, and then diversifying out into I made a video actually showing my percentages. I think it's like 50% bullion, like 10% numismatics, I think like 15% bars, and some constitution. I did make a video on that. If you want to go back into my recent videos over the last couple weeks and check out my percentage, I go more in depth on why I'm trying to invest in that percentage, and really diversify. I definitely think diversification is key. If you have a whole bunch of eggs in one basket, and that basket drops, all the eggs are broken. If you have one egg and a whole bunch of baskets, and one of those baskets drop, you only lose one egg. So think of it like that. Diversifying is definitely protecting yourself from spot price, but you also have the benefits of your stack appreciating over spot price over time. But you also have the security from bullion. If that coin doesn't perform, you still have the intrinsic value of the silver, the metal content in those coins, and even diversifying into other precious metals as gold, platinum, copper even. So there's definitely benefits of diversification. but just be careful because you still want to make sure you're staying on track of what works best for you. A lot of people can get drawn out into diversifying so much that they lose focus of their core stack or of the reason they started stacking in the first place. I actually made a video called Back to the Basics where I realized I was doing that, and I just wanted to get back to, to the real potential, or the real reason I started buying silver, which was for, the intrinsic value, and for the coins that I liked. I started buying some stuff I didn't really like, and it was losing the fun value out of it. So I think it's really important to always try to get back to your roots, and remember why you're stacking. And I definitely think it will bring that excitement and joy back, especially if you are having some troubles finding enjoyment in it anymore. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you did. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.